Hi, Dr. Steve here with Dr. Steve's Healthy Living. And this website and everything that we have planned for you is here for just one reason. That's to get you feeling better and to repair your health at the same time. Now, in my 19 years of practice, I've noticed an alarming trend. There are more people coming to me with more health problems than ever before. And we're having more difficult health problems than even just 10 years ago. And what I'm seeing is that people are really struggling with their health. They're struggling with the health issues and the ramifications of what that does to our lives, but also we're struggling for answers. We're wanting to know, why are we sick? Why is this happening to us? And unfortunately, there are too few answers out there. And one of my goals is to help give those to you. Now, I want to tell you a little story about a patient who came to me 2 weeks ago. And she drove over 4 hours to come and see me. And when we went through her history, she's been to see 11 different doctors, and she's tried more types of care than she can even remember. And when I asked her, specifically, can you tell me what you've done? She said, you know what, I've tried everything and I've seen every doctor and I'm not any better. And she's been sick to the point that her energy is so low, her digestion is disrupted, her brain doesn't work at all. She just feels so wiped out that she hasn't worked in years. And the biggest regret that she has by being sick is that she hasn't been able to build a career. It's stopped her from being able to achieve some dreams that she wanted to do. And I know most of us sitting around would like to say, oh, I wish I didn't have to work, but she's been sick and she wants to be able to go back to work and build a career. Well, I'm happy to tell you that in just 2 weeks that we've been working together, she is already feeling better. And this is the first time any type of care has gotten her well. So I'm hoping that this is going to be some of the things we can share with you. So I should tell you a little bit about myself. I've been in practice for 19 years, and I originally started out as a chiropractor. And as I was going through care, I quickly became frustrated. And the reason that I was frustrated is because I would adjust one person and they'd have a miracle, and then I'd adjust another person and they would barely get well. And it was those people that didn't get well that completely frustrated me. And I'm not kidding you when I tell you I wake up at night and those would be the people I'd think of as the people that weren't getting well, and I'd wonder what was going on and what was I missing. And I tried a lot of different chiropractic techniques, and even after I discovered what I think is the best one out there, I still struggled with helping some people. So at the same time I was really confronted with how much I was struggling to help some people, I also realized my own health was falling apart. That I was having poor digestion, I had headaches that were turning into migraines, I had knee pain, and you should have heard the sound of my knees going up and down the stairs. They creaked like you wouldn't believe. I also had foot pain that burned, and I had to stand on my feet all day, so the pain and the discomfort that I had sometimes got unbearable. And the part that scared me the most was my brain. My brain had broken down to the point where I was barely able to carry on a conversation for 15 seconds. And what would happen is I'd be talking to someone, and then my brain would just wander off, and I'd have to try and focus back. And when I'd focus back on that person, I'd forget what in the heck they had just been saying. And so this forced me to withdraw from life because I didn't want to try and talk to anyone. I was forgetting things all the time, and it really made me nervous about what the future was going to hold for me if I lost my brain. And today, I'm happy to report I no longer have the headaches. I no longer have the digestive problems. My knees feel fantastic, so do my feet. And the most exciting thing for me is that my brain feels wonderful. I'm crystal clear, sharp mind. I can go to work all day, and the work that I do is pretty strenuous, but I can finish the day with energy, where I can go home, be with my family, build these healing programs for you. And I'm also happy to say that the same type of care that I use to help myself is the care that I use to unlock my patients' health problems. So those difficult patients that I had before, the things that we're going to be sharing with you on this website are the exact same things that I use every day to help all of those people. Through my personal journey to repair my health and help every single one of my patients, I'm excited about all the things that we have to offer for you. So here's to you and your healthy living. And this is a pretty cool concept. This is our health continuum. And here we're healthy, and at this end is where we have disease. Now, what happens is that we start out healthy, but as we experience, accidents, stresses, different toxins in life, it starts to move us, let's try that again, starts to move us down this continuum as we experience the things that break down our health. And then at some point here is where we start to get our symptoms. So this is where we're going to get our headaches, our digestion's going to start to act up, our energy will go down, all of those little things that are starting to bother you, and of course sometimes the big things. Now, if you're like most of us, when we hit this point, we go to see our doctor. And what I hear from most every patient is that I went to my doctor and my doctor told me there's nothing wrong with you. And what I also hear a lot is that if there's nothing wrong with me, then why am I sick? Well, the reason that we feel sick is because we reach a point of this breakdown of our body that our body has to tell us about it, so it gives us our symptoms. That's our headaches, our poor digestion, our body telling us that something's happening. And the reason that our doctors can't give us a diagnosis is because our body hasn't broken down enough and gotten to enough disease so that we can be diagnosed with something. Now, we could do two things. One, we can just continue to live with these things until we get sick enough, then let our doctor give us a diagnosis and give us some treatment. Or what we can do is we can start to address the problem here. And this is where I work. This is my playground. This is where I help people find out what is causing their health problems, how it's doing that, and what we need to do to restore your health. And in here is where I see amazing recoveries happen. I see people get their energy back. I see people's digestion completely clear up. I see their minds get crystal clear and sharp. And that's why this is so much fun is to be in here. And it's important for you to know that if your health is starting to break down, but your doctor doesn't know what's going on, that there are answers out there. So this is Dr. Steve saying goodbye for now, and here's to you and your healthy living.